This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. St. Catherine's stepfather charged for injuring 3-year-old boy. The police in St. Catherine have charged the stepfather of a 3-year-old boy with unlawful wounding and assault occasioning bodily harm. Truck driver Anthony Bailey, 29, who is from Berry Hill District in Riversdale in the parish, was charged on Monday and is scheduled to appear before the St. Catherine Parish Court on Friday, September 24. The police report that about 3:30 p.m. on Saturday, September 18, Bailey allegedly threw the 3-year-old boy to the ground, causing several injuries to his face. A report was made to the police and an investigation was launched. Bailey was arrested and charged after he was interviewed in the presence of his attorney. Search on for missing St. Anne teacher. A police-led search is ongoing for St. Anne teacher 34-year-old Rochelle Williams. Williams, who teaches at Marcus Garvey Technical High School in the parish, has been missing since last week, Wednesday. The police's effort is now being supported by teachers, representatives from the Jamaica Teachers Association, community members, relatives, and concerned persons, numbering over 100. Assistant Commissioner of Police Calvin Allen says investigators hope to make a breakthrough in the case. Meanwhile, the police are reporting that Marcus Garvey Technical High School student, 14-year-old Amanda Prince, has made contact with her grandmother after being reported missing since last week, Thursday. Allen said Prince contacted her grandmother yesterday evening and is physically well. Principal of Marcus Garvey, Aniona Jones, says she is pleased with the development regarding the student and is hoping for a similar outcome for Williams. Break-in at financial business in Portland. Thieves last night broke into Money Mart Financial Service in Port Antonio, Portland. The thieves broke a window to gain access to the premises. The office was ransacked and the vault was damaged. The police theorized that the criminals were searching for money. The company's security camera system, along with wiring, was removed from the business. Owner Paul Bigayoung bemoaned that criminals have been creating havoc for businesses and residents in the parish in recent times. Portland has seen a surge in crime, particularly robberies and break-ins. Longville Park Clarendon family pleads for brother's safe return. The family of 67-year-old Samuel Tony Marcus, who has been missing since Sunday, September 19, is pleading for the assistance of the public to locate him. His sister Marlene Reed says the family is desperate for answers. In an interview with the news, Reed, who is a resident of Phase 2 in Longville Park, Clarendon, said her brother came to live with her 3 weeks ago from Kingston. According to her, he mainly stays indoors as he is still unfamiliar with the area. She said she last saw her brother about 2 p.m. on Sunday and that he left the house while wearing a white t-shirt, brown shorts, and multicolored slippers. He wasn't dressed to go out, so I don't know where he went or if he lost his way, she said. With each passing day, Reed said his absence is taking a toll on her family. I would very much like to find my brother, just to see him again, no matter what condition he is in, and just to bring him home. Let us finish taking care of him. He is very loved and he has family members who care for him and who need him to come home, she pleaded. Motorcyclist dies after hitting a cow. 18-year-old Donville Johnson died of injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle collision along the Slight Main Road in St. Elizabeth on Monday. The police said that at 7:20 p.m., Johnson was driving a motorcycle along the roadway when he collided with a cow and lost control of the motorcycle. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. 7 detained in Lake Spence, St. Catherine police operation. 7 persons were detained in Lake Spence, St. Catherine this morning as cops attached to the St. Catherine North Division conducted snap raids in crime hotspots. They are currently being processed. We think that the police should be inside here to deal with the criminal them that attack over the place, a resident told the news. Some part of this community are seen as a People's National Party stronghold. And with the trial of the Klansman gang going on, I am just hoping that I no set them start to take inside here, a bystander remarked. We want the police to keep up the pressure, but there must be sound investigations to properly prosecute the cases, said a taxi driver. Deputy Superintendent Linroy Edwards, who holds a responsibility for the division's operations portfolio, said Lakespen is under scrutiny due to criminal activities. The news was told that despite the police having a checkpoint in the community, criminal activities such as shootings and robberies still occur. We went into the community in search of persons who are involved in criminal activities, said Edwards. We will be sustaining the fight against the crime all over the division. St. Ann man held with homemade firearm. A St. Ann man was arrested on Monday after he was found with a homemade firearm along the Edge Hill Main Road in the parish. The police said that a team was on patrol in the area shortly after 3 p.m. when the man was seen acting in a manner that aroused their suspicion. He was accosted, searched, and the firearm was taken from him. The police said his identity is being withheld pending further investigations. 2 cruise ships to port in Ocherius this week. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett has revealed that 2 cruise ships will call on the Ocherius port in St. Ann this week. The development, Bartlett said, is further evidence of the growing demand for destination Jamaica and the success of efforts to reopen the tourism sector. The award-winning MSC Meraviglio returned to the port of Ocherius on Tuesday, September 21, for the first of 5 calls up to November. Although it has a carrying capacity of approximately 7,000 passengers and crew, it will be docking with some 2,833 persons on board due to COVID-19 protocols, Bartlett explained. The MSC Meraviglio was the last cruise ship to dock in Jamaica in early 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, forcing the closure of the island's international borders. The other vessel set to dock in Ocherius is the Carnival Sunrise on its return trip on Wednesday, September 22. The Carnival Sunrise was the first vessel to visit the island as Jamaica reopened to cruise tourism on Monday, August 16, and will be making some 11 calls up to December. Cruise shipping is critical to the recovery of the tourism sector, and we are seeing a welcome return of vessels with the recognition that Jamaica's resilient corridors offer a safe environment for our visitors, tourism workers, and the general population, said Bartlett. With the return of stopover visitor arrivals since June 2020, we have been seeing steady growth towards pre-COVID-19 levels, and now that the cruise ship industry is back on stream, we are looking forward to a significant growth in our numbers, he added. Bartlett said Jamaica is well prepared for cruise ship calls as all the requirements have been put in place to meet both international and local COVID-19 protocols, and the passengers are limited to moving within the resilient corridors. I must underscore that the cruise ship have to meet strict measures governing the restart of cruise shipping, requiring approximately 95% of passengers and crew to be fully vaccinated and for all passengers to provide evidence of negative results from a COVID-19 test taken within 72 hours of sailing. In the case of unvaccinated passengers, such as children, a PCR test is mandated, and all passengers are also screened and tested on embarkation, Bartlett stressed. Based on schedules to date, Bartlett said Jamaica is expecting some 20 cruise ship calls before the end of the year. 374 new COVID-19 cases, 6 more deaths. 6 more COVID-19 deaths have been recorded in Jamaica, increasing the tally to 1,800. The deceased are a 61-year-old man from St. Elizabeth, a 72-year-old woman from St. Elizabeth, a 61-year-old man from St. Elizabeth, a 74-year-old woman from St. Elizabeth, a 51-year-old woman from St. Elizabeth, and a 50-year-old man from St. Mary, whose death was previously under investigation. The Ministry of Health says the deaths occurred on September 8 and 17. Meanwhile, there were 374 new cases, with ages ranging from 6 months to 95 years, pushing the total to 80,780, with 27,316 being active. Of the new cases, 229 are women and 145 are men. The parish breakdown is as follows: Kingston and St. Andrew 70, St. Catherine 48, Clarendon 39, Manchester 37, Trelawney 30, Portland 30, St. Mary 29, St. Anne 27, St. James 26, Westmoreland 15, St. Thomas 11, Hanover 10, and St. Elizabeth 2. A total of 1,399 tests were conducted. The country's positivity rate stands at 39.9%. In the meantime, there were 190 more recoveries, increasing the total to 51,121. Some 708 persons are in hospital, with 146 being moderately ill, 104 severely ill, and 42 critically ill. 9 persons are in government quarantine, while 39,993 are at home. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.